days, then you do 6 days, or do you do 6 days and then Shabbos? If he knows one day definitely wasn't Shabbos, then he doesn't have to keep that particular day, and that's where we're up to. Okay, so Zokti Gemara.
8 pounds and 6
I'll tell you, Sean, I need to quiet over here, please. I will tell you that today's daf is relatively dry, so I try to spice it up a little bit, but it's a good thing it's Erev Shabbos and we're in a rush. Okay, so Hayadei Iker Shabbos. So one of the things that we said is if a fellow knows the Iker Shabbos, but he forgets about the melachos. So what's his status? So Manani Mili, how do you know that there's differences in the amount of korbanos you have to bring? Or meaning, is there a difference if a guy forgets Shabbos totally, or he remembers Shabbos and he just forgets all the melachos? So how do we know? Amar Rav Nachman, Amar Rabba Bar Hu, a trei kroi ksivi. It says two psukim. V'shom b'nei Yisrael es Shabbos. That's obviously everybody knows that. V'uksiv es Shabsai Sai Tishmoiru. So Shomru b'nei Yisrael es Shabbos is plural. I'm sorry, Shabbos is singular. V'es Shabsai Sai Tishmoiru is plural. Right, so you see that there's a Shmira Shabbos in the singular and Shmira Shabbos in the plural. Okay, so V'shomrei so it's a Shabbos, Shmira Achas, the Shabbos is Harvey. So V'shomrei so is telling you that you have to have one Shmira for many Shabbos, meaning for somebody who forgets the total concept of Shabbos for multiple Shabbos, right? That's what that's talking about. That's one Shmira for each and every Shabbos. Okay, so that's how he learns the difference. Why? How do you know that there's differences in what type of korbanos you have to bring? Maskul or Nachor Yitzchak. Other Rabbi Ifcham Mistaver. It should be the opposite. B'shomrei, so it's a Shabbos. Shmira Achas l'kol Shabbos of Shabbos. So B'shomrei is telling you one Shmira Shabbos to each and every Shabbos. Shmira Achas l'Shabbos is Harvey. It should be one Shmira for multiple Shabbos. Basically, there's no disagreement here in the halacha. They're just disagreeing, not in halacha, even the way you learn it now. So they're just having a disagreement over which one is the priority. Meaning which one gets the multiple and which one gets the singular. That's it. Okay? Fine. So Hayadei Shabbos. Somebody who knows it's Shabbos. Yeah? So the Gemara asks, Maishna Reisha, Maishna Seifa. Why is it, now the way Rashi says it, why is it that in the Reisha, if you're shogeg on Shabbos and you're misaden on the melachos, you only chayav one, right? Again, if you forget that it's Shabbos, and you do all lamites melachos. What's you did? One korban, right? Because all you did wrong. That's all you did wrong, right? Yeah. And the seifa, what's the seifa? You were mazed on Shabbos, and you knew it was Shabbos, so you're shogeg on melachos, so you chayav in each and every melachos. So why is one you chayav lamites, and why is one you chayav one? Amar Rav Safra, kan mi yediyas Shabbos, hu pirish, or kan mi yediyas melacha, hu pirish. One, all you're doing is you were pirish, you separated yourself just from not knowing that it's Shabbos. So what was your mistake? That you didn't know it's Shabbos. So you made one mistake, you bring one korban. And the other one is that you knew it was Shabbos, you just made 39 mistakes. So you got to bring 39 korbanos. Right? Amar Rav Nachman, klum parish b'Shabbos, mishabbos ela mishum melachos, klum parish melachos ela mishum Shabbos. Isn't he, when he's separating by Shabbos, it's because of melachos. So when he's separating from melachos, he is separating from Shabbos, meaning when you tell him it's Shabbos, he realizes his mistakes. He doesn't start differentiating between Shabbos and melachos and all that. So why should it make any difference? Why does the Torah make you chayav a korban because you made a mistake? Hasam chad there, he just made one mistake, which is what? He forgot that it was Shabbos. But when he knew it was Shabbos and he just didn't know about the lamites melachos, so he made many mistakes. So therefore, he has to bring many korbanos. Okay, so that's why there's different korbanos. So chayav al kol melacha melacha. So you chayav on every melacha. Now the Gemara takes a different not approach, but it's going with a different sugya here, which is how do you know that you have to do, that you get 39 korbanos for 39 melachos? Right? Meaning there's 39 melachos, right? How do you know that you chayav a korban on each and every one? So Gemara asks, chilik melachos minal, and just how do you know that there's chilik melachos? Amar Shmuel, Amar Krom, machalalel mais yumas. It says, machalalel, which is plural, should die. Hatayru ribsam misas harbe al kil echad. The Gemara says, right? There's many misas on one chilul, right? So therefore, you see that you could be machal Shabbos and be chayav many multiple misas. So the Gemara says, "I be mezik siv." That's said by mezik. That's not said by shogeg. Machal lemas yumas is not talking about a guy who's machal Shabbos by mistake. That guy doesn't die; he just brings a korban, right? So the Gemara answers, since we don't need it for mezid because we already have a pasuk by mezid that says anybody that does melachos should die. So therefore we give the Indian to shogeg. My yumas, but how do you learn the word yumas? My yumas, and this everybody could understand. This was the conversation before we started. My yumas b'mammon. It means he's going to die with his money, meaning he's going to, when you have to bring a korban, you lose money because you got to pay for the korban, right? So death is referring to your money, right? Because you're going to have to bring 39 different korbanos. That's going to cost you.
Is this because Ani Daimel?
You're mute. Are you saying something better to us? What?
Is this because Ani Daimel Mace?
Last night's share didn't download, and I'm trying to figure it out. For some reason, it won't download. So sorry.
What do you say, Gershi?
Is this because Ani Daimel Mace? So spending money is.
I'm wondering if that's where that comes from. Ani Daimel Mace. So, but this doesn't mean you're an ani. You could be a wealthy guy. It's still costing you money for korbanos. So that's like a slow death, maybe.
Right.
Yeah. So then the Gemara says, why don't we learn out that there's different melachos from what Rav Nosson learned? The Tanya Rav Nosson says, do not light a fire in your dwellings on Shabbos. What does that teach us? Right? And then it says, so, right, it says 6 days is do malacha, right? Moshe gathered everybody and told them that they work 6 days and then the 70 rest. Dvarim had dvarim, eila had dvarim. Elu shloishim v'teisha malachas, shenemar l'Moshe Sinai. When it says dvarim, so dvarim is 2, right? Ha dvarim is the hay in front of dvarim, that's 3. And what's the gematria of eila? 36. Right? We're doing Chassidish Torah. I guess it is a little interesting today. Okay, we're doing Gematrias. It's not every day you do Gematrias, okay? So again, Devarim is plural, so that gets 2. Ha Devarim, the hay in front is another letter. And then Eila is 36. 36 plus 3, 39. That's how you know 39 melachos. Right? Now, I'm just wondering, how come, remember we had about a week or two ago, the Gemara asked, how do we know 39 melachos if we learn it out from the Mishkan? Right? So what about this limud? This limud seems to be mashmash specifically right in the pasuk that from Eila and Devarim Hadvarim, that tells you that's how we knew 39. Right?
How do you get 39? I got 41. Devarim and Hadvarim are 2 separate things, no?
No, the hay, no. It's Eila Hadvarim. So the hay, it's just saying it as Hadvarim, but there's no 2 words Devarim. There's 1 word Devarim.
So don't count the Devarim pieces, the Hadvarim.
Correct. You count Devarim because plural twice, then the Ha in front of the Devarim, and then Eila.
Good.
Right? So Eila Hadvarim, Eilu Shloshim V'Teishim Malachos Shenemar L'Moshe Sinai.
So I want to say it to Yaakov.
Yes.
I think maybe the reason why it didn't say it didn't have the same comparison is here it's saying where the number came from, and there it's what the actual functionality of each item was, and they knew it was 39 from I guess here, and then they put 39 actions.
I hear. Okay, I was thinking. Okay, maybe meaning you're saying like this is just telling you that there's punishments. There we were wondering how do you get the 39. Here it's telling you can get punished 39. Is that what you mean? Something along those lines, or yeah. Okay, I'm asking that. Yeah, what he's saying that the 39 there is just telling you how you know 39 melachos, right? It's not telling you that there's 39 punishments. This we're learning out 39 separate punishments. Okay. Anyway, so the Gemara is asking why don't we say it from there? Before that. So you would think, okay, so it says 39, Eila, right? Dvarim ha-dvarim Eila tells you 39. So you would think only if you do all 39, right? I'm sorry. You would think that if you do all 39, you're going to be only chayav 1. It says when you plow and you gather, you should rest. Right? So therefore that tells you clearly that there's 2 separate of isurim. It doesn't mean Yon doesn't mean only one. Each one's going to be separate. So then Gemara says, okay, so maybe on plowing and gathering or reaping, I think that's the way they say it, right? Gathering and reaping, you'd be chayiv 2. But everything else, you need to do all, 30. If you do all 37, you still only be chayiv 1 chatas. You don't burn fire. Havara b'chalal haisa. Havara was included in the 39, right? But lama yatzis. Why this is a famous Gemara, right? So why does it say a separate isser of loisavar oish b'chol masher seichem if it's included in the 39 melachos? But lama yatzis. Why was it excluded? To make a hekesh of just like burning is one of the 39 melachos, and you're chayiv on it. If you just burn something, you're going to be chayiv 1 carbon. So every other one of the avos melachos, you're going to be chayiv on each one by itself. Okay. So therefore, why can't? Bottom line is, we learn out from here that you can learn that if you do 39 melachos, you have 39 separate korbanos. So why couldn't we learn it out from that? Why do we have to start with mechalel mois yumas and learn it out from mazid and say that your money, death really means your money? So Shmuel savalak Rabbi Yosi. No, because the reason why Shmuel couldn't say this is because he also Rabbi Yosi. Damar havara lulav yotzis. Havara, the reason why havara was specified out of the 39 melachos as its own separate isser is to tell you what's a lav. The Tanya havara lulav yotzis. Rabbi Yosi. Rabbi Yosi says that havara is just to tell you that you get a lav on havara, and it's not it doesn't have the same severity as the rest of the 39 melachos. Reb Nosson Lachalik Yotzis, it's coming to just split up to 39, like we just said, and it's coming to tell you that you have to bring a separate cover for each one of the 39 melachos. But typically, l'chiluk melachos meikan l'nafli Rabbi Yosi. So then we say, okay, why don't we learn on chiluk melachos from what Rabbi Yosi learned at the Tani Rabbi Yosi Aimer? But also me'achas meheino, it says you do one of these isurim. Sometimes you're going to be chayiv 1 carbon if you do all the melachos, and sometimes you're going to be chayiv on each and every one. Amar Rabbi Yosef Rabbi Chanina, my time is Rabbi Yosi. Where does he know that from? Achas me achas, heina me heina. Achas she heina, heina she achas. Right? Basically, that's a mouthful. So he's saying there could be 1 from 1, them from them. Obviously, them from them is plural. So 1 from 1 is one melacha. Heina me heina is plural. Achas she heina could be 1 that's similar to doing a lot, meaning if you forget that it's Shabbos and you do a bunch of melachos, that's really only 1 carbon. And heina shiachas is many that could really only be 1, which is the also the same thing with the Shabbos. So the Gemara answers, and the Gemara continues, achas shimon may avraik. You could have the word shimon. If you write the word shimon, so you wrote 1 word, you're chayev, right, for writing. May achas, what is may achas? Shame me shimon. If you write the word shame, which is part of shimon, so that is a partial word, but since shame is its own independent name, so that you're going to be chayiv on it, even though you planned on finishing the word. Okay? Heina avos, and heina means avos. May heina told us. Achashi heina zadan Shabbos shigas melachos, right? 1 from many is if you were mazed on Shabbos and you did many melachos by mistake. Heina shiachas is shigas Shabbos v'zadan melachos. You were shogeg on Shabbos, right? Like we've been saying, you didn't know it was Shabbos and you did all those melachos. Fine, so why can he learn out from that? So that's a kasha. So Gemara answers, V'shmuel achashi heina v'heina shiachas le mashmalei. He just didn't feel that you can darshan the pasuk like that. Shmuel's just saying it's not mashma to learn the pasuk like that, not like a Tana, right? So interesting Taisus. The second Taisus down. Taisus says le mashmalei. Shmuel the loiker of Nasan the loiker of Yosi, but tzarich loim. I mean, how could that be? It's not mashma. He's going against Tanoim. So he says, "But tzarich loimar the mikabala kimle the Shmuel hachi." I don't think that means Kabbalah like Kabbalah, like palm reading and all that. He just means Shmuel must have had a Kabbalah that is not the proper way to darshan the pasuk. Achas meheina, heina meachas. So therefore, Shmuel had to darshan out from mechalel masumas. Bottom line is, we have 1, 2, 3 ways to learn out that you get a chatos for every one of the lamites melachos. Right? I think it's right. It's 3 ways. Good, fine. So now Rava asked the Kasher of Nachman, Helam zeb zeb b'yadei mahu. What happens, which is I think the case that would be in most situations. A guy is shogeg on Shabbos, right? And he's also shogeg on melachos. Well, I guess that's not common because you're forgetting. Meaning he forgets about Shabbos and he doesn't know melachos. Right? I guess this would be like a tinik shenishba type situation, but obviously he's not a tinik shenishba. Right? So he does both. So he told him, what do you mean? He just forgot about Shabbos. So therefore, since he just totally forgot that it was Shabbos, he only has to bring one korban. So Gemara says, Adarava. No, he forgot all the lamites melachos, so maybe he should have to bring 39. Again, you get the case. It's an interesting case. He forgot about Shabbos and he forgot about lamites melachos. He forgot both. So do we give him the easy way out and say, hey, listen, he forgot Shabbos, so bring one korban? Or do we say, no, but at the end of the day, even had you known it was Shabbos, you would have done the 39 melachos.
Why isn't 40 an option?
Do both.
Yechayev for shogeg, like before of Nachman before. Yechayev for each shogeg, then he has 39 for melachos and 1 for Shabbos. That's 40 korbanos.
Yeah, but isn't that 39 nechlal in the 40? I mean, how could it be more than 39?
That was the kasha Amud Aleph. It was a machlokes.
But it's
Why are you
still,
saying that?
it's still
What
one or the other. It's one or
do you
the
say?
other. It's one or the other. Either
Nachman
they've
didn't like
forgotten,
that.
or either they've forgotten, or they're getting for the 39 melachos. But you can't. They're not doubling up. What do you call it? Punishments. It's either you've done one or the other. That's been the whole discussion for the last like 2 days. Right?
Well, what's the carbon for Shiggigas Shabbos? What does he bring a carbon for? For Malacha or for B'Shamar B'nei Shabbos? What
No,
is the carbon
let's
for?
say a guy forget about Shabbos and he did no malacha. He slept through, right? He fell asleep before Shabbos and woke up at the end of Shabbos. He has no idea
Wasn't
what
over
Shabbos.
anything.
Wasn't over anything, right?
Right.
So then, so let's say in his sleep he did lamites malachas. So he's going to be chayav lamites. Should we add him on another one?
What is Shiggigas Shabbos? Whatever Shiggigas Shabbos
Shiggigas
is from
Shabbos
before.
is nechlal in that. You have to do at least
It
one
brings back
malacha.
the question, why 1, not 39?
1 second. So
From
let's say,
Amud Aleph, why 1?
Let's say a guy forgets about Shabbos and does one malacha. So he's chayav 1 or 2.
1, I would say, from before, but I don't know why now.
I hear. Okay.
Maybe
I
2.
hear.
No, there's also this, you have to show me a Shabbos, you have to watch it because the Dukim used to not do it.
Can't hear you. You're saying what?
You didn't watch.
Right. So
Well,
what?
that's an Israel. There's no chatos for that.
Right, but you got to start. That's what you're supposed to do. But at least you got to do malacha. Right.
In order to be a mechayiv, it has to be over a lab, not an assay.
Right.
No,
What are you saying,
I
Shmuley?
can't hear so much. Okay.
Yeah, outside the wind is messing you with your thing. Okay. Anyway, so that's the shaila. So which one does he have to do? 39, or does he have to do just 1? Right? So Elo Omer Ravashi, Chazinon imishum Shabbos kaparish harei helam Shabbos biyodei ve'en chayav alachas imishum melocha kaparish harei helam melachas biyodei v'chayav al kol achas v'achas, which is an interesting teretz. Basically, what do? You go interview him. You say, okay, here, buddy, let's talk straight. Okay, did you know about what would you have done? What was your priority, I guess, in making a mistake here? What was your initial mistake, that you didn't know it was Shabbos? Or you really would have known it's Shabbos, but you didn't know about the 39 melachos? I mean, which one didn't you know more about? The 39 melachos or Shabbos? If he says, nah, I didn't know the whole Shabbos deal, okay, so you bring 1. If he says, nah, I knew, I don't know exactly how to explain it, because he didn't know either one, right? But meaning, which one is more to him that he made a mistake on? I don't know how you trust him. I don't know how anybody gives a straight answer on this, but that seems what it's saying. Again, if he's saying, oh yeah, but really the whole Shabbos thing went over my head. Okay, so he couldn't, why are you going to give him 39? He just didn't know about Shabbos. And if he says, no, it's the 39, then we would make him do 39. Okay, I don't know a better way to explain that exactly. So then the Gemara...
let's say he wasn't parish. What would the Gemara hold then? The Gemara only seems to be handling this scenario. Let's say he just doesn't realize it's the whole Shabbos and nobody reminded him that it was Shabbos.
Right, so what are you saying?
So in such a scenario, how would the Gemara paskin? There, we can't even don how he was parish.
Right.
So what the Gemara is not answering that scenario. The Bali Minay would still apply to that case.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. You have a better way to explain it? I don't know. I can't put my fingers on it exactly which way is he being pirish. I'm saying, how do you know? How do you answer the question? How do you know the answer to that question? Right? Meaning, you tell him on Shabbos, right before the end of Shabbos, you say, hey, you know it was Shabbos? He says, oh, it was Shabbos today? I didn't know that. Okay, so then that means his problem was that he didn't know that it was Shabbos. If you say to him, by the way, it was, I guess it's, I don't know, maybe it's totally on how you ask him the question. You say, hey, you did melachos today. And he says, I did melachos? I didn't know that these were melachos. Okay, so then he messed up on the melachos. Meaning whatever his answer is to you, he says, oh, it's Shabbos? That means he messed up on the entire Shabbos. If he says, oh, these are melachos, then he has to bring 39. I guess that would be the way it is. Okay, so now this is a repeat. The rest is a repeat Gemara. So, Amalei Ravina Larashi, Klum Parish Mishabes, Elam Shum Melachos, Klum Parish Melachos, Elam Shum Shabbos. Is he separating from Shabbos only because of Melachos and Klum Parish Melachos, Elam Shum Shabbos, right? Yeah, so Ela Loishna, it doesn't make a difference, right? Meaning, I don't know if this is our kasha, but what he's saying to him is, they're connected. Shabbos and the Lamites Melachos are one and the same. You can't ask a guy if he did melachos because he forgot it was Shabbos, he forgot it was melachos. They're one and the same. They go hand in hand, so it doesn't really work. Ela Loishna doesn't make a difference. Fine. Okay, so we don't have a proof either way yet. So Tanan Avos Melachos Arbaim Chaser Achas. Right? The Avos Melachos is 40 minus 1. Vavinam, we discussed it. Minyan Lamali. Why do you have to tell us a number? The reason is because if you do all 39 and one forgetting, you're chayav in each and every one. If you say that he forgot all 39, meaning all 39 and he forgot it's Shabbos, so then he's chayav on kol achas v'achas shaper, that makes sense. But if you say that if he forgot Shabbos, he's only going to be chayav one, how are you going to find it? Shabbos, the only way you're going to find that you're chayav on all 39 is if you knew that it was Shabbos, right? But you didn't know about the Lamites Melachos. So that would be your only case. That's all good if you hold like Rabbi Yochanan. The Amar Kivin shogeg the chorus. Since you were shogeg on chorus, so you can find this case of 39, according to Rabbi Yochanan, where Rabbi Yochanan says even if the guy knows that he knows that he's doing something wrong on Shabbos, but since he doesn't know that it's chorus, therefore he's a shogeg. Right? So that's where you can know that he knew about Shabbos, yet he still has to bring 39 korbanos. And the only time that you chayav is if you're a shogeg, when you don't know anything about the Yisurim. The other lay the Shabbos, that he was saying that he has to know something about Shabbos, right? What does he know? Again, getting back to the same thing. If you're saying that a guy knows about Shabbos but doesn't know any of the Lamites Melachos, so what does he know? Meaning, again, so you're going to say he knows about Kiddush, right? Which is the classic example of people that are not from now. They know you make Kiddush and light candles. But no, he has to know something what's not allowed to be done on Shabbos. How can somebody know about Shabbos and not know the 39 melachos? It's impossible.
It's not
right?
impossible. It's like a guy coming into yeshiva, like he's just learning the stuff.
True, but he has to know when he knows about Shabbos that there are things restricted, that means he already knows about Shabbos.
But not everyone knows that there are things that are restricted. I grew up knowing
that's
you make
right.
brachos,
That's what I'm saying. That's true. That would work, Jesse. But we need to find a scenario where the guy knows that there are restrictions of Shabbos, but he doesn't know any one of the 39 melachos, and he does all 39 melachos, and he's got to be chayav on all 39, right? But he has to know about restrictions of Shabbos. How is that possible? So according to Rabbi Yochanan, it works, because Rabbi Yochanan says you could know about restrictions on Shabbos. If you don't know that you're chayav koros, which is most people nowadays, right? They know that Shabbos is, even saying most people that have some awareness of Judaism know that it's that there's restrictions on Shabbos. They just don't know chayav koros.
Are you looking for a simple case? Is that
Yes.
what you're asking? The simple case is, I remember my grandfather stopped smoking on Erev Shabbos because it was Shabbos, so you couldn't light a match. Like there's a deraisa. What's the gvul of how much he has to know and not know?
What?
What's the gvul of how much?
No, meaning because that means he knows one of the lamites melachos. So then he knows about so he knows about Shabbos.
So now he's chayav on the other 38?
No. But what would be? We're just looking for that weird case of a guy that knows about Shabbos but doesn't know the 39. He's chayav on all 39. Yeah, 100%. A person we know that. Unfortunately, a lot of us FFBs don't know the 39 melachos, but we ain't going to test everybody right now, myself included, right? So that's not what I'm saying. The case in the Mishnah is that you have to be you have to know about restrictions of Shabbos and not know all 39. How is that possible? Right? Because all the restrictions of Shabbos go under the umbrella of 39.
You have to know all of them, you're saying?
Correct. No, meaning just to fit into the case of the Mishnah. Of course, you could have a guy who knows about Shabbos. He knows he's not allowed to light a fire, but he doesn't know anything about boirer. He doesn't know anything. Okay, so he'll be chayiv a chatas on boirer. But how would it be that he knows about restrictions of Shabbos, but none of the 39? Right, that's essentially what we're looking for. We're looking for that weird case.
We're looking for the needle in the haystack. Then, like the
exactly. So according to Rabbi Yochanan, you don't need to look for needle in the haystack. Rabbi Yochanan's got this interesting shita, which is that you can do Shabbos b'mezid as long as you don't know that you chayiv karis for the melachos. That's looked at like you don't know about Shabbos. So then to him it works out very, very well. Who knows that there's a chayiv karis? Most not religious or whatever don't even know anything about karis. They just know you're not allowed to do it, right? They don't know it's karis.
But even now, then with a case like for us, like some people that have been from and we're learning and we know.
Most people, I don't want to say most people. I don't want to be makatrik, but many people. Yes.
I know. I'm saying like people in this year. My assumption is we know a little bit about halacha Shabbos, but we might not know everything. We might not know.
You're right. So if we took a poll now, what would be the chiyuv of? So take a poll over Shabbos. Ask people. Well, I guess you can't because there's no shul. Okay, but when we go back to shul, take a poll. Okay, what's the chiyuv? What's the chiyuv of if you light up a cigarette on Shabbos? I bet you most people are going to say misa, but that's not the case. It's karis. It's misa if you get hasra with Aiden, but if you just do it between you and yourself, it's karis. So according to Rabbi Yochanan, if you don't know that fact, everything you do on Shabbos is in the category of shogeg, and you are not chayiv karis. Right?
And so now, let's say we didn't know that, and you just taught us that now. Are we in that case where we get karis?
Yes. Yeah. No. Well, according to now, starting from this Shabbos, yes. Starting from this Shabbos, but everything till now, according to Yochanan, is a shogeg. So that would all work. So according to Yochanan, it works great.
Thanks a lot.
But if you hold, what?
Thanks a lot.
Behave yourself this Shabbos, Simon, that's all.
Yeah. Or
that's always that option. In South Bend, ain't nobody going to know the difference anyway.
That's why Simon wants to end it earlier.
Right? But according to Reish Lakish, who doesn't hold of this loophole of Rabbi Yochanan, so how do you ever find the case of a fellow who knows that there's something restricted on Shabbos that's not one of the 39? So that's what the Gemara answers.
Why can't you just say that? Why can't you just say that somebody he knows of the concept of restrictions? He just doesn't know where they apply. I know the Gemara comes on to the Indian of Tchumen, but why can't you say he knows there are 39 melachos? He doesn't know what they are.
Because
he understands there's a concept of Isur.
I hear that.
He just doesn't know what they are.
I hear your point, but that means he doesn't know anything about Shabbos. He doesn't know the essence of Shabbos.
So what? He knows some level of Shabbos. He knows this. We don't either know about certain melachos, but you can still be chayav for them.
Right. Fair enough.
Meaning, if I don't know the minusha of a malacha, so then I could still be over it.
I hear. That's a good point. I don't know. I'll try maybe looking it over Shabbos. Maybe you work on it also. But anyway, so the Gemara's teretz is betchumen v'aliva de Rebbe Kiva. That what he knew about was tchumen, which is also midaraisa according to Rebbe Kiva. It's not one of the lamites. We don't paskin like this, right? And Rebbe Kiva, he knew that you're not allowed to take a far walk according to Rebbe Kiva. That's also midaraisa. That's all he knew. He didn't know anything about lamites. So now we found a scenario where he knows about Shabbos, didn't know the lamites, and therefore he's going to be able to bring a chatas on all 39. Okay, Shabbat Shalom. It's been a pleasure.
Oh,
Stay
can
safe.
we move it to 9:45 Saturday night?
I don't see how we don't have a choice. Shabbos not over till
Yeah,
9:20.
9:20.
Yeah,
Okay, guys, 9:45.
9:45. Hopefully Simon will be able to join us then.
I was just about to
Same
say, I might be
password?
able to join.
There you go. There you
Rabbi, can I call you for a quick question?
go.
Parents, it's downloaded or no?
No, not now. I'm gonna hopefully, when everybody gets off, maybe that will trigger it to download. But I don't know. Tziyako Share last night downloaded. I don't know why the DAF didn't. It says still processing.
Peretz Motzi, is it going to be 1, 2, 3 again?
Right now, I'm gonna leave it as 1, 2, 3. What happened was a guy needed to get on last night, and I didn't know how to get him on just with a phone call. So I did something, and I must have put in 1, 2, 3 as the password.
Gotcha. Are you wearing blue gloves?
Yeah, my hands are chapped because I wash them all day. So I put cream on and leave it
Do
on.
you have hand sanitizer at home
I do.
with vitamin E?
I do. I have hand sanitizer and vitamin E in my office.
Gotcha.
I
Okay.
put the cream in the gloves.
Yeah, I know. I do that sometimes also.
By the
I
way,
saw a
Terrence,
thing
nice picture.
Have a good Shabbos, y'all.
Shabbat Shalom Mevorach.
Good job.
Shabbos.
Parrots, nice picture, by the way, on whoever shared that before.
Oh, yeah. This guy's being discharged. Had no idea he was a correction officer. All of a sudden, 2 white correction school buses show up with a correction ambulance and around 50 correction officers. They're all there to welcome him out of the home from COVID.
That's nice.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Halavai, we should have that type of actus.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, by us,
There was
2
no
weeks
social
ago.
distancing.
Yeah. By us, 2 weeks ago, we had our 500th COVID patient that was discharged, and it was a staff member. And outside, you had fire engines and police and ambulances. They were all shoulder to